Hey, what's up everyone? This is Dan from Rebellious Noise and I'm here with Michelle, Justin and Scott. So, we are now going to be talking a little bit about the Europa League. Now, it ties in with the guest we've got today. There's a lot of teams in the Europa League that we don't know anything about. And it makes sense really because Justin doesn't really know much about football in general, so it fits in really with what we're doing here. So we're not going to go through every group because that would just take ages. So we're just going to go through a few of the standout teams, and then at the end we're going to get Justin to pick his team,
an allegiance,
support. Yeah. An allegiance.
Are you excited to pick a European?
Excited.
I would say powerhouse.
I feel like to appreciate the sport more, you do need someone who can support.
Yeah. But we don't want to be boring and go with the big English teams. That's another time. That's a whole complication.
Have you thought about the criteria that you're looking for when you want to find your team today?
Oh, mate, no idea. Probably a funny name.
There's plenty of them here. I mean, we just need to ask Ashley Cole. He'll be able to tell us exactly who they are.
Maybe, have you considered supporting Stade Rennais?
Or España?
España.
So, I've got my coffee. These guys have got their beers.
Oh, jumping in there.
Let's do this.
It's a bit urgent.
Let's talk football. Where do we start, really?
Well, can I just say, Dan, welcome to the Thursday Night Football
Welcome
Club
back,
this
mate.
season. It's great to be here.
Yeah, I must say, it's been a while since we were here, but we only got in the Champions League last year because we'd won the Europa League previously. So it wasn't for our league position.
I feel like everything we say we should give context to Justin straight away.
So straight away I realised I was just nodding and agreeing. I had no idea what was
basically.
Europa League's a secondary competition. For
Excuse me.
It is. What?
I say secondary.
What do you say?
It's
then?
a different competition.
Different. Basically, if you finish in the top spots in your country, you go in the Champions League. If you finish in the next ones down, depending on the country, that could be third,
second,
or that
third,
could be
fourth,
fifth. You go in the next European League. Yeah.
Okay.
A way to get into the top one, another one is to win the secondary, European League, which is what Dan's team, Man United, done that before. But we want to get, as Arsenal fans, into the top, into the Champions League. We've been wanting to do it for a few years. We was in it for like over 20 years consistently.
And then we've had like 3 years of that. Now, last season, Dan also famously poo-pooed our Thursday Night Football, saying it was a load of rubbish, and look at me, I'm the only one with a Champions League team. Well, it turns out he no longer has a Champions League team, but you know what's really great about the Europa League, the UEFA Cup?
Is that you go to the arse end of nowhere and face teams you can't pronounce.
There's that, and the fact that they cap the ticket prices at like 26 quid, so it's a bargain.
Yeah, it's a bit
for
more
everyone.
affordable.
The
I've actually watched my team.
I suppose
it
subsidises the train tickets to Manchester a little bit.
Yeah, I guess so.
You can drive, get in the car.
So what are we going to do? We're going to go for just the big team.
I guess that's probably going to be the best way to do it, really. I mean, obviously, we'll talk about mainly the English teams.
I'm really, really excited that Getafe are in it. Can I just say they're not a big team, but Matthew Flamley plays for them, and they went into a Champions League playoff at the end of the league. He's
becoming a millionaire.
He is, but he is a squad player at Getafe. So I'm pleased they're in it.
Seems like they got a decent enough draw as well, really.
Yeah, they're all rubbish.
Krasnodar and Trabzonspor. There we go. That's that one. That's that group dealt with. See?
So, realistically, you look at it, who the favourites?
Man United.
I don't get how. Not being offensive, but
because we're the biggest team in it. That's why.
Were they counting Romelu Lukaku's weight in that before he transferred when they were saying biggest team?
Well, these odds done before the transfer or after?
The what? No, the odds were after the group stage.
I'm not trying to be rivalry, but I honestly feel that we're in similar places in the league, and you're on the down and we're on the up. I honestly feel that way. Maybe you disagree, but I just don't think the whole social things worked that well.
Ole is at the wheel, and he's stuck behind a bus in Wood Green High Street in traffic. So Alexis opened the door to move in traffic.
I honestly feel like we'd be the same. I think we should be the same, but maybe it's because we got to the final last year and we didn't do it. Maybe that's why.
And they've won it previously.
Second? Oh, surely we're second.
We must be. I think Lazio are going to be high up.
Roma as well.
Roma will be high up.
With their away kit, which is beautiful, I might add.
Oh yeah, they always do a good away kit, don't they? Lazio must be high up odds wise.
I mean, it's hard to tell at this point because we're not going to go, like you said, through Champions League. Who's going top?
Yeah,
because it's kind of it should be.
And that's the thing as well.
Sevilla,
and you said Sevilla. Obviously, they've won it more than anyone else.
Courtesy of Mr. Emery.
Yeah.
Okay.
And obviously, as we've touched on off camera as well, is the fact that Champions League teams also will drop down.
Yeah, that's where the challenge.
That's where the real threat comes.
There are definitely going to be some big teams that drop out of that Champions League,
which makes this predicting it really hard because you don't know who you're going to get because of people dropping down. Like it could be Inter.
Well, other than Chelsea last year, the last few years before that, it had always been won by a team that had dropped down from the Champions League.
Yeah,
normally Sevilla.
Yeah, Sevilla. Yeah.
So
who do we think we're going to drop? We did the Champions League one, but I'm sure we don't all remember our third places. But it could be teams like Inter,
Benfica.
It could even be Benfica, even Ajax, which I hope
possibly
not. Possibly
Napoli.
They stay up there. So they're tough draws.
Napoli dropped down last year, didn't they? Yeah.
So what do you think for your team?
If Real don't do so, I mean, we could be looking potentially at Real Madrid in the Europa League. PSG, anyone?
Yeah. Oh, Rangers are in this.
Rangers
and
Celtic and Wolverhampton Wanderers. You know, we've got to give them a big shout out as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're going to have a bit of an issue, a bit like Burnley did last season.
Lost there. You said
Wolverhampton,
yeah? I was looking at Wolfsburg.
That's Wolfsburg. They're German.
That's Austrian. It's got an Austrian flag next to it. That's Wolfsburger.
Not Wolfsburg, it's Wolfsburger.
No, Wolfsburger.
Well, I stand
Austria.
corrected, said the man in the orthopaedic shoes.
I've got some.
Right.
Sorry, it was an Alan Partridge joke. You might want to delete that.
Keep it down with the kids, eh?
So, you were saying about... So, Man United, I draw Astana from Kazakhstan, Partizan Belgrade, and AZ Alkmaar from the Netherlands.
Well,
I mean...
You should go through, so let's just...
If we don't go through that, then what the hell? If we... Yeah. I mean...
Well, that's it then,
I would see us literally...
It's not to say, is it, really? I mean, we should all make it for our groups as far as us and, like, even teams like Roma, like...
The thing is, though, like, I mean, we know this as Arsenal fans. What we should do versus what we actually do are wildly different things. But I think, I'm not just saying it as an Arsenal fan. I think we are in with a big shot. We made it all the way to the final. We look like we're potentially going to end up with a top 4 finish. There's been massive improvements made in the squad. Emery's been there for a year. I would be willing at this point, and I'm not a betting woman, to put a $5 on an Arsenal United final. Actually, I think it's quite likely.
I thought the same thing about Arsenal and Chelsea, and this is the way it went. And on the day, Arsenal, anyone could beat anyone in a knockout thing. Just didn't work out for us in the final in Baku. But that was we spoke about that in the last year's season review. So I feel like, again, surely it's Arsenal. Man United at this stage anyway. I think
Frankfurt one to watch. They're a tough team.
Yeah, at least the final this year is a bit easier to get to. It's in Gdansk in Poland.
Oh, that's all right.
I hear it's lovely in May as well. Genuinely, I'm not being sarcastic. I hear it's lovely at that time of year.
Porto in with a shout. Feyenoord, Rangers. That's a tough group. The toughest group is G.
That's actually quite nice for Rangers as well, that they're back playing against like some bigger teams like Feyenoord and Porto.
I don't think Arsenal's group is the easiest. I think Vitória Guimarães could put up a fight and cause a little bit of an upset. I think it should be Arsenal and Eintracht that go through, but I think Liège and Vitória are going to try and make it difficult.
And I think as well, how ironic that Cluj knocked Celtic out of Champions League qualifiers.
And now
they get drawn in the same group.
To be fair, Group E, Lazio, Celtic, Rennes and Cluj.
That's a close one to call, yeah.
I mean, I don't think...
It's all third place Champions League teams, really, isn't it?
Lazio should come out of that group,
I don't think any of them are going to like going to Parkhead, though. They're not going to like going to Celtic Park at all. So. I think Sporting should go through with PSV Eindhoven.
They should do. That Group C is tough to call. They're all really
Dynamo Kiev still upsets me from 99, but
they're one they're tough to go away to, and I think they could potentially make it through the group stage.
So, I think for a lot of these groups, though, when you look at them, you could probably pick who's going to win.
It's a lot easier than
the
Champions League.
But then it's like, for example, you look at Group A with Sevilla in. It's like they've got Apoel, Dudelange, and Karabag, and you're thinking like, who's gonna
finish
second. I think you could probably do that with most of them.
So we just get straight into who's going to win the Europa League.
Arsenal.
I think you know what? I know where
I'm not just saying. I think it's Arsenal.
We were 1 point off fourth. It was a bad final, but we could have done both. And I feel like we're going to be gunning, pun intended, for both. And I think we'll do both if things work out in the final. I think we're more likely to get fourth than we are to win the Europa League, just because it's Man United and you never know who's going to drop down, and the cup competition could go any way. But we did all right in the FA Cup a few years in a run, so I think we got a good shout there. So I'm happy that both of those things. It's just annoying we've got to wait another year to get into the Champions League. But again, I think we can go.
I think we're going to either win this. If we don't, I think it might be Roma.
Roma, yeah, it's a good shout. Dan?
I'm calling it now. It's a United-Arsenal final.
Even with whoever drops down?
I'm calling the United.
It's just the way we're going to probably... Because Chelsea and we're on complete different sides of the bracket and it worked out that way, so I think you might be right.
Yeah, I'm going to call an Arsenal-United final now. One-off game, it depends,
League form and all that.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it,
I suppose as well, it depends on who we get in January.
Yeah, I was about to say, it really depends on the January transfer window.
Especially in a competition like this.
If
they're cup tied, if they're not.
Yeah, because if rumours are to be believed with United looking to buy Jadon Sancho, it's will he be able to play in that?
Do you think
that goes ahead?
The rumour is that it won't be until next season, though.
Yeah.
Do you think Man United's going to take it seriously? I think Solskjaer should.
I think Ollie's going to. I think Ollie will, definitely.
Do you think they're looking at the same way we're looking at it as? We need to get back in the Champions League, that's bottom line.
Arsenal are taking it seriously, I think.
I think Ollie's just going to look at it as,
is it play the
if
kids?
we're playing Champions League next season, there's going to be more chance of attracting bigger name players. So I think it's going to be like a Mourinho mentality of we're going to get in the Champions League at any cost, whether it's winning the Europa League.
To be fair,
at the moment.
Well, that is how it should be for both Arsenal.
Yeah,
and
United, I think United and Arsenal, I think they are going to both put strong teams out.
Do you think it'll be kids at first? Or at least some,
it might be kids for the Liège game and stuff.
I think, the home games, Astana at home, Partizan at home, he'll most likely, I think, go with some of the younger players at Old Trafford, given that.
It's quite an easy group United have got there.
But then, going away, you don't know what it's going to be like. So going to Kazakhstan, going to Belgrade.
They're tough places to go.
I think that's where he's going to.
You can't write these off because you're I've never heard of him. But when you go there, it's a different story.
Yeah, I mean, we talked a little bit in the Champions League episode about going to particularly some of those slightly more eastern teams. It can be, the Red Star Tunnel we talked about it's horrendous. And actually, if you as a player are used to being in that really supportive atmosphere, imagine being a Liverpool player and you're so used to the Anfield crowd, and all of a sudden you go to Red Star Belgrade.
To Slovan
Bratislava. It can be really terrifying.
But then it's I think even the attendances, the other grounds that we've got to go to as well. It's Old Trafford is 70-odd thousand, and the others are I think AZ's ground is 17,000.
Wow, yeah.
It's it's going to they'll get more of an away allocation at our ground than.
You know what makes this competition worse is that there is such a gulf in team sizes. And I think that is because so many leagues are so weak, and what we're talking about the Champions League, where certain leagues should get more places, but they don't. I feel like if France had less spaces, this competition would be better. Because you'd have.
I think a lot of the Ligue 1 teams are more suited to this.
And this would be a better.
Are there any French teams in it this year?
Probably.
I don't.
Saint Etienne.
Okay.
Yeah. With our guy, we've got to watch out for him.
Saliba. Oh, Stade de Rennes.
Stade de Rennes.
Saliba's injured at the moment.
Okay, so I guess we're going to say it's a Man United Arsenal final. We're going to say Arsenal's going to win. You're going to say Man United.
Obviously.
Watch how it's it's
Roma.
It's going to be like
Malmo and Carrier-Bag or something in the final. So Justin.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm a little confused. Am I picking from all these teams?
All of them.
But all of little advanced to knockout phase. What does that mean?
Right.
The top two teams.
The top two teams. At the moment, they're based on their seeding. So they get seeded based on kind of previous form, how they've done in this competition in their home league. So at the moment, Basel and Krasnodar are the top two in Group C. But as soon as they start playing games, they'll get points, and that will change.
So everyone's starting at 0.
We'll go to the knockout rounds. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So kind of where they are is kind of in rating at the moment.
Okay.
But so if you want to use some of that, you might want to go for an underdog. But I would say pick a team you've never heard of. No Man United, no Arsenal. You probably heard of Celtic and Rangers. Maybe even Lazio, Rennes. You might know places. But
any of the others.
Porto. Heard of Porto?
Or Porto.
It's interesting hearing this because I think surely everyone at least knows.
I know Roma.
Pessi, you're not going to pick
because of FIFA. They're decent on
Partizan just sound like party people. I like party.
Ooh. Yeah. So is that one of your first? So we want you to pick 3 teams. Was it that?
Yeah, go for
pick
3.
3. We'll look into their history and we'll see. You'll pick one from there, and then that is going to be your Europa League team.
Okay. So that first one.
So we'll think about Partizan.
What did I just say?
Partizan, because they sound like party people.
Yeah. What was near the top? I saw one before. That was. Oh yeah, the Dynamo Kiev.
Dynamo Kiev.
Yeah, I've never had a Kiev with Dynamo in it.
You've had a chicken one though, yeah?
Blow your mind, literally.
Right, Dynamo Kiev. Okay.
Ooh,
and then one more.
Trabzonspor does sound.
What?
The Turkish team.
Danny Sturridge is playing for them.
Most of them will be like, I don't know.
Daniel Sturridge?
Daniel Sturridge is playing for
Is he really?
now.
Really?
Bloody hell, what a fall from grace.
Yeah, Danny Sturridge is playing for them.
Kluge looks a bit like Clunge.
I guess I really like Wolfsburg as well.
I knew you'd say Wolfsburg.
Celtic are going to be knee-deep in Clunge.
Or in the Stade de Rennes.
They're actually known by us.
Oh, but Young Boys.
Oh, Young Boys.
All right, creepy.
Wolfsburg.
No, I mean, it sounds bad, but it sounds like a real badass team name as well.
The Boys.
Oh, you got
The Boys.
Has anyone seen The Boys? That was a good show, but...
Are you talking Wolfsburg or Wolfsburger?
Wolfsburger, sorry.
Wolfsburger.
But he's now saying Young Boys sound cooler.
Are you saying Young Boys?
No, I'll stick with Wolfsburger.
Wolfsburger. Okay, so we've either got
Young Boys,
Partizan, Dynamo Kiev, or Wolfsburger.
I can't support Young Boys anymore.
Okay, so let's go through them individually. Partizan, let's have a quick look into them.
They are referred to as Partizan Belgrade. They
It's like a 2-star team, is that what it means?
Serbian. That means
It probably means they've won their league twice or something, one of those kind of things.
So,
Or maybe they just like stars and a big emos. We don't really know.
Or could have been won a European competition for we know. They're a multi-sport club, I like that.
And they were founded by the young high officers of the Yugoslav People's Army.
1945, turmoil time for the world. You know, that's an interesting time to start. We'll look up their kits in a second.
Managed by Savo Milosevic, who's a former Premier League player.
So they came
Used
third.
to play for Bolton and Aston Villa.
Third in their league out of 16 teams. Capacity is 32,000. What's their nickname? That'd be important. For
The party people, he's just told you.
Alright, what's their official nickname?
Nicknames, there we go. The Black Whites and the Steamroller.
Now, mate, Dan, could you have a quick Google of their, just at least their home kit?
I think they're there.
Yeah, but it's just it might look, the current one might look beautiful.
Partizan Stadium. Sounds like the right place for a
The
party.
It does sound good.
I feel like you've already decided, Justin.
I know, it's only the first one.
Have you though? Because you might see a banging kit or, someone's manager might be a funny name to you.
I do like the badge.
The badge is nice. Okay.
I do like the kit as well.
Do you like that kit?
Because obviously back in the day I used to be a ref for the wrestling show, and it reminds you of a sort of
you were ref in
top.
our backyard wrestling.
Are they sponsored by Nike?
What?
Sponsored by Nike.
Nike. That's a decent
That's
badge.
quite a nice kit,
It looks like a
actually.
Heineken. Like Heineken have made the badge or something. Okay, alright, so now keep that in mind. Let's have a look at Dynamo Kiev.
Where's
Dynamo Kiev?
Dynamo Kiev.
Dynamo Kiev.
Context, Justin. I don't like that team. Just context.
Oh, okay.
They are a bit right wing.
Well, they beat us in the Champions League.
So basically, yeah, they are. So teams that have Dynamo are historically quite right wing, and locomotives tend to be quite left wing because they're usually founded by workers. So there's 2 teams in Kiev. There's Dynamo Kiev and there's Arsenal Kiev.
Arsenal.
They do have a nice badge though.
Dynamo Kiev.
Again,
from
with the 2
Ukraine.
stars. Right. This time they're from 1927, a bit longer.
It's never been relegated to the lower division.
They're part of the Soviet Dynamo Sports Society.
And they're
Massive
from
stadium.
Ukraine. Whereas, who was the last one? Partizan were from
Belgrade in Serbia.
Serbia. So we've got Serbia, now we've got Ukraine.
Their home
What's
is
their nickname?
70,000 capacity.
70,000 seater stadium.
What's the name of the ground? Olympijski.
Stadium Olympski.
Anything about nicknames? I can't see any nicknames.
I didn't know.
Too serious for that.
I'm a bit concerned about the death match.
What?
Item 1.3 on the contents.
The death
match. Look at that poster. That's scary, mate.
That's scary.
Do you like that?
How the Dynamo team playing as the starts executed by a firing squad.
Did you what? Firing squad.
Look,
what?
Go back to it. The death match. The propaganda stories often tell how the Dynamo team playing the Star City of Kiev All-Stars was executed by a firing squad in the summer 1942 for defeating an all-star team from the German Armed Forces.
So Germany
5-1. Apparently so.
Poor guys, mate.
Mother
You thought they were right wing.
Well, they are.
Not right enough, for Hitler to be going mad.
Well, Hitler tried to ban football, but that's another story for another time.
They've won the UEFA Cup Winners' Cup twice. They've won the Super Cup once.
So the Cup Winners' Cup was kind of part of what this competition is. Kind of. A lot of these competitions merged. Alternative European competition. They'd won kind of this level before, but a long time ago.
The Cup Winners' Cup is UEFA Cup versus Champions League, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, the Cup Winners' Cup was...
yeah.
It's not. No, that's the Super
Cup
Cup.
Winners' Cup was an old one. Yeah. So their kit
but is that not what the Super Cup is now?
New Balance.
Let's have a look at their kit.
Oh, let's have a look, yeah.
It's a shame, because I've seen that they had Adidas in the past twice.
No. We like a solid Adidas kit, don't we? So they're white and blue, it looks like.
SC Dynamo.
Is that a home kit?
That's their home kit.
They're very excited about the Europa League, as you can see on their home page.
Quite a plain shirt, if I'm honest, but I like the. I mean, this is you. You're saying a kit review, but I like the blue around the collar, but the Ukraine badge on it as well.
Yeah.
Flag. It's not always about football.
If you decide to support them, I'm going to the Ukraine soon, so I can get you a shirt.
Oh,
yeah. You got one thing there.
Yeah, one little feeding you towards the Dynamo.
There we go. That's their shirts.
Okay.
Very simple.
So she'll move on to what's the last one?
And the last one is
Wolfsburger.
Not Wolfsburger.
I mean, I like wolves and burgers. I don't know if that's what drew you to it.
What do you like? Burgers made of wolves?
Got a werewolf sat on there.
Do you like burgers made of wolves?
Do you like burgers made of wolves?
Wolf's Burger seems like a burger for a wolf. So what would be in the burger?
Wolf's burger rather than wolves.
Humans, exactly.
But you want.
They're a bit whack as well.
Whoa.
That's a cool badge.
That's a pretty cool badge.
Their nicknames are Gam FC.
Gam.
That's what it says. Nicknames.
What's
Gam
that?
FC.
It must mean something.
They were formed in 1931 from Wolfsburg.
So the middle of the two, obviously. Well, not middle, but the middle out of three.
Yeah.
They play
7,300. Is that it?
Tiny ground.
That is the smallest ground.
That's very little.
From Austria. Wow, it's very small.
That looks like Boreham Woods ground.
like Marlin Stadium.
It is, isn't it? Okay. Any big thing? I think the biggest thing has been in the Europa League a few years ago. And now, so they're definitely the smallest team out of the three, just. But do you like that? A bit of heart.
Yeah, I do quite like it.
The absolute
I really like their logo at the moment.
Let's see what their kit looks like.
Is it because it's got a wolf on?
I do love wolves. I don't know what it is. It's probably what attracted me to the name in the first place.
It's not even a link for their website.
Official website.
In German. No one's translated it yet.
It's okay, I can do it.
Oh, yeah.
Not really.
Unless it says the
Maybe
a little bit.
Okay. All right.
Fan shop. There we go. Bang. See, I can talk a bit. It's called fan shop.
Is that really? That's not the home kit? Is it? The home kit was
looks
black.
like a rally car. I like it.
It looks like a rally car.
Yeah, as in like.
Enlarge the home kit, Daniel. We must see it.
Yeah, that's the away. I think that's the away. You might have to Google it, mate. Because on Wikipedia, it was definitely the way was the white.
No. Tricot home, grosse S, XL, XXL, size small.
I was hoping it'd be black. I'm sure it's at home.
Yeah, because the one on the website had
It looked wicked.
which was sick. Yeah, like a gradient sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's a lot of sponsorship going on there. I reckon it's probably page 2.
And in South America, they've had a lot of sponsorship.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can go back.
But you kind of need it as a small team.
Yeah, I suppose.
See, they wouldn't display their away shirt.
Yeah, unless it was brand new and they're trying to sell it.
Goalkeepers.
Oh,
must
okay,
be the home then.
Defenders,
The white
that
one
is
must be the home.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm
Just how many sponsors?
Exactly, it looks like a
one,
rally car.
2.
That is a rally car.
Yeah, it's a bit like NASCAR comes to
I was
the Austrian
disappointed because the home kit
Bundesliga.
on Wikipedia looked like it was, black and white grey. It looked like an old total
that
90s. Yeah, I guess that it is that
Yes.
one.
Look at all the
Yeah.
sponsors on the
Really
shorts as well.
again.
So what's up with pellets being in their badge as well? What's that about?
Oh,
It's
they're
just
probably
really
sponsored
interesting.
then.
Yeah, so they're sponsored. They've got that
Even
in
their
their
badge is
badge
sponsored.
and their fucking...
Mate, I'm finding parts of the Europa League I never knew because of you. You know, like... Okay, well, I guess that's it. And what do you think, Joss? Anything you want to double check on again?
Oof, I don't know.
Which?
I was really liking the whole death match with Dynamo. Death match.
Dynamo
they
death
died.
Yeah.
They
Dynamo
died.
death match. Yeah, it was. It
sounds
sounds a pretty cool
but
bloody
they
story.
died. Yeah, but they died.
Because they lost.
mean, you
right?
feel bad
No,
for
no,
them, though.
they died because they won.
Yeah, they got
So that
killed.
should show me that they are quite a strong
Resilient.
team.
Yeah,
they were
come
so
back.
strong that another team had to kill them for being so
That's a good
strong.
point, yeah.
But the
They won that match
the
5-1,
Wolfsburgers being an absolute. Well, to me, it seems like an absolute
They need
underdog.
the help.
They need the help, as you
And
can
what
tell
about
from their
Dynamo
1,000
Kiev?
sponsors.
No, that was Dynamo. Who was the
Yeah,
first
Dynamo
one?
Kiev.
Partisan, the
They're
party
nice
people.
black and white kit.
Yeah, see, now I feel like they have too much of a party on the field, maybe.
Yeah,
so
party too
I
much.
feel like Partizan, I'm chucking them out.
All right,
so
we've
it's
been
in
in a
between
partisan.
Wolfsburger and Dynamo.
The Partisans over. is what
Partisans
you're saying.
over, yeah. Partisans.
It's my partisan, and I'll cry if I want to.
This Partisans all.
Okay.
So I've got to make a big decision
So
now.
you
Yeah?
either go with the smallest team that have so many sponsors. Is that tacky, or is it you
Or the
need
one
to
that was
help?
killed.
Or the one that
Or the
like
death match.
they are Dynamo Kiev are the biggest out of all of them,
Yeah.
but they've been through a lot.
Mm.
They have more grandeur, but also only on a mediocre stage as far as European football goes.
Okay.
That's quite an accurate summary.
So, that being said, yeah, I kind of prefer Dynamo's story, but I'm going to go with Wolfsburger.
You're going to be a Wolfsburger fan.
Yeah.
Say.
So which group are they in? Roma, Borussia
God.
Mönchengladbach, and Istanbul.
Başakşehir?
Over to you, Ashley Cole, for the pronunciation
Yeah, we
of
play them back.
Istanbul
Başakşehir?
Basaksehir.
Istanbul are in that group, okay.
Right, and then Wolfsburger.
wow.
Bottom rank as well, which I'm not
I
surprised
am
by.
not going to lie to you. I don't know if you're going to get out the
But
group stages,
if
man.
you win a game,
Look at
Right.
them, like, mm.
you got to focus on them. How are you going to?
Well, maybe I should have focused on the groups before picking one. What's that?
okay.
What's that Dynamo group?
No, it's too late. You've chosen.
They're at the top of their
Let's double
group,
check.
innit?
Let's have a look at Dynamo's group. Do you want to be a glory hunter?
Oh,
It's not glory,
Not really.
like
Not really.
Yeah, they're not going to win.
Because I
the
really like.
Europa
I mean,
League.
I just like the city Lugano. That's the only reason why I know Lugano.
Yeah.
But no, I'm sticking with Wolfsburg.
Do you think you're ever going to go to Austria? Be good if you did, for the content.
Are you going to ever go to Kiev in Ukraine?
So was Wolfsburg Austrian?
Austria.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wolfsburger, man. So what's Dynamo?
Ukrainian.
Kiev.
Yeah, no, man, we're going Wolfsburger.
Wolfsburger.
Yeah.
So we've got a Wolfsburger fan on the panel now.
The London Werewolves burgers.
Oh, yeah!
Boom.
Okay.
That well looks like a setup.
Yeah, after all of that, it was all
It was all mad.
These guys have got some empty glasses. So it looks like one of them will be wanting this.
Oh, give it to me.
Give it to me. Bonus
Give it to me.
drink.
To be fair, I've got to finish this book first.
Which, to be fair, you can only win by answering one question.
Does look very tempting.
So,
Listen,
guys,
it's your first time. You are allowed the bonus pint.
we've been talking about the Europa League. We have predicted a Man United Arsenal final. So, my
And
question.
Wolfsburger might get somewhere close. Hopefully.
Well,
Like a quarter final.
So, my question to
Gonna
you
win.
is: we're predicting Man United Arsenal for the final this year. Arsenal faced Chelsea last year in the final, but in total, in Europa League / UEFA Cup history, how many times have two teams from the same country met in the final? Is
Repeat
it?
the question for me again.
How many times in the history of the competition have two teams from the same country played each other in the final?
So last year it was Arsenal and Chelsea.
Okay.
So obviously
Cool.
two teams from England, which to get
Or
be
for example,
fair, it is rare.
So it could be like, say, Barcelona
'Cause there's
versus Real
obviously-
Madrid would be from the
you
same
know,
country.
Okay.
There's like 20 to 30 teams in each competition,
Yeah.
so it's hard to.
So, is it 7, 8, 9, or 10? Michelle?
7.
No.
Yes! I knew I'd get it wrong.
Oh.
Scott.
Yeah. I'm glad he's going next.
9.
Correct!
Can you name those teams?
Oh, of course.
You're a liar.
Can I name the countries?
No, is the answer.
Can you name them? Have you got them?
No.
Don't be silly. Alright,
So, this.
oh, it's coming home, baby.
I present it then.
Oh, it's coming home.
Ready?
Oh.
Oh! But we got an Arsenal fan lifting the trophy
Can I
now.
drink it? What?
Will they be lifting it? Come May.
Yes.
There we go.
Or it could be Wolfsburger.
It could be.
Could be.
I'm changing my mind.
Will
It's going to be an
most
Arsenal
probably be.
Wolfsburger final.
No, I'd want, if it was Arsenal Wolfsburger, I'd be so like, I can't believe Justin's got this far.
It'd be like, I want him to win.
I'd be like, I can't believe Arsenal have got
I'd be
this
like,
far.
as long as we finish, whoa! As long as we finish fourth, I'd be like, oh, we're in the Champions League, you can do it, you know. But I like a day out, I like a fun. If you went up against
But we
him
could
in
go on a
final-
group trip to Gdansk if that happens, and it would be lovely.
Yeah, all right.
Brian
That's what we've
Elder
been
would
in.
We'll see how it
cheap
goes.
So that's everything for our quick recap on the Europa League, and Justin has finally picked an allegiance.
Yes.
Thanks a lot for watching.
Wolfsburger.
If you like what you see,
Wolfsburger.
don't forget check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube for all of your Rebellious Noise goodies.
Subscribe.
Can we have some of your victory pride?
No.
Thanks for goal hanging, guys.
So we'll find you. We'll see if we can find you a kit.
A Wolfsburger kid.
Yeah. I want you to get proper into it, man. If I send you results and try and get into it, like you said earlier. Yeah. All right.
You'll probably have a favourite.
Highlights.
You'll see my general excitement over the
Yeah.
episode.
All right, we'll do that. Future episodes.